could be a condemnation of the burqa, or it could be expressing the idea that women can still be powerful and individualistic, and they can still have agency in the world even under the burqa. Hey guys, and welcome to another What Makes This Photo Great. Today we're looking at this shot by Donnell Gumiran, and I found this photo in the website of the Travel Photographers Society, and it was the 2017 Grand Prize winner in the Moments International Photography Competition. And it's funny because I was looking through the website and I happened upon this photo and it really stuck out to me, and I found it really striking and really good, and I decided to do a video on it. And only later, when I went on Donnell Gumiran's Instagram, did I see that it was actually the Grand Prize winner. So I guess that means that I have really good taste. So what I like about this photo, first of all, I like to think about how the photographer managed to get the shot. And so you can see that he went down low, and he lined up a shot quite nicely at this mural, and by going a bit low with the wide angle, he was able to make the mural seem very large and monumental. And the woman on the left as well seems a bit taller and more imposing because he went low. And I'm wondering whether he was lucky and that he lined up this shot of the mural and this woman just happened to walk into his frame, or if he saw the woman walking toward the mural and then, you know, rushed over and set up the shot just in time to get her shadow and her the woman herself lined up quite nicely in the frame. I like to think that he actually saw the woman approaching the mural and set up the shot quickly. And I think this because the photograph would be much worse without the woman in the frame. And that's because, you know, on the left third section of the photo there just would have been nothing. And also there are these workers in the background who are painting the mural, and the one minor flaw in this photo is that those workers are there and they're a little bit distracting. Without the woman, they would have been even more distracting, and this photo just would not have been nearly as interesting. So the woman with her shadow and her approaching the mural, that's really makes this photo. So I like to think that he saw this woman approaching and kind of set it up very quickly, but who knows. Now, again, if you lay on the usual grids, the rule of thirds, the golden spiral, the golden ratio, you'll see that the photo is geometrically cropped or arranged very, very well. Again, the woman on the left, she is smack dab in the middle of the left third section of the frame. And also, if the golden spiral works quite well, kind of swoops over through that negative space and leads the eye down into the mural. And if you look at the golden ratio, all the lines are quite nicely arranged here. I think one line goes right through the eye of the mural. So that's all good. Now the color scheme is also interesting. I think in post-processing, the photographer probably made the photo this monochrome yellow and orange color, and I think this was shot in Dubai, which is a desert environment, very dry, and I think that the monochrome color scheme grounds the photo in a sense of place, but it also creates this nice contrast with very dark shadows and very bright highlights, but all in this same color. So it really focuses your attention on the key elements of the photo. And you know, the clouds in the background, the workers in the background are not as distracting as they could be because there's no color. So yeah, I think that was a good decision on the photographer's part to use that color scheme. And I think that the bleakness of the color also adds to the political statement that the photographer was maybe hinting at with this photo. So here you have a woman and her shadow who are there's no individuality here. They're just shadows and silhouettes. You can't see the woman's face, and yeah, there's just nothing individually identifiable or relatable to the woman, but the mural has these piercing eyes, a very powerful stare, and it's almost defiant. It's hard to tell with the angle of the photo whether it is quite as defiant and brazen looking as it seems in the photo, but the angle of the photo definitely makes the eyes seem very strong and powerful. And it makes you wonder what the silhouetted woman is thinking. Is she identifying with the woman in the mural? Does she long to have that defiance, to have that brazen power? And yeah, it also makes you wonder what the mural artists are trying to express here. I mean, it could be a condemnation of the burqa, or it could be expressing the idea that women can still be powerful and individualistic, and they can still have agency in the world even under the burqa. I mean, it's hard to know, but yeah, great photos often elicit as many questions as they answer, and here that sense of wonder comes across quite well here. You wonder what the woman in the silhouette is thinking, and yeah, that's why I think this is a great photo, and really a perfect moment captured, and there's a lot of depth to this photo as well. So yeah, it's the kind of photo that you could see being at the front of a news article about the Middle East, or about a feature story, a photo at the front of a feature story about women in the Middle East and that kind of thing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.